Oh.
If only these people were open to some negotiation. I was just thinking, the Reach would be a better place.
Weapons up.
Enough mucking about. Do this.
snacking on layers of metal, Mick? For a sturdier target, I think.
Well, you asked
Never
for
should have come here.
it. That's enough out of you.
Weapons up.
place makes me feel a little uneasy. Let's not stick around here too long. Weapons up.
Now that's good team play. Hope you're ready. Weapon.
Close quarters it is then.
Are you out of your mind? Why? Just why?
Be careful here. Wouldn't want you, or me, becoming some Forsworn's victim. I definitely wouldn't want to hang with it and spend my father.
At last.
I'm glad we're together.
We need to talk. Look, something is happening here. I'm not sure entirely what that something is, but, well, we need to find out. If the Night Mother really did give you an order to talk to a contact, we'd be mad to ignore it. And I think we'd both agree Cicero's brought quite enough madness to this sanctuary. So go. Go to Vollenrude. It's a crypt, pretty far to the northeast. Talk to this Armand Motier. And let's see where all this leads,
You're part of a family now, Halfshank. I trust you, you trust me. Got it?
Brother. Wonderful. The only good bard is a dead one as far as I'm concerned. All that singing and mirth. Your payment, as per the usual. No sarcasm this time. You faced a vampire. and live to tell the tale. Well done. And if you contracted Sanguinare Vampiris, be sure to get that taken care of, else you'll end up like our own Babette. Unless, of course, that was your goal all along. Here's your payment. Happy hunting.
My Todd, so you're interested in my potions and ingredients? Kill well and often.
So, what now? I have to admit, I'm impressed. I didn't think you had the spirit for it. When you first joined, that is. Now, off we are to Vollenrude, then.
Steel's looking to protect yourself or deal some damage? See me at my fork if you need arms or armor.
Hey, don't sniff me too much.
Whatever happened to that young lad who used to come here to get his... Oh, hello there. What can I do for you? Blades, gauntlets, I can forge anything you need. I'm Lord's apprentice, although I've been his for less than a season. Before that, I was with Adriana Benici in Whiterun, and before that, Baron in Solitude. I'm on a sort of pilgrimage. When I'm finished, my family expects me to return to Cyrodiil and take over the forge. My name's Isabel, by the way. Pleased to meet you. It depends. I've been taught that emotions are a powerful part of smithing. When I craft a shield, I think of the soldier's child praying for a safe return. For a sword, I envision a man getting revenge for a brother's death. When I imagine a soldier marching after battle, or a hero vanquishing a great evil, that's when my hammer feels most inspired. Just to know that I was a part of that it was my steel, it just takes your breath away thinking about it. Oh, lots of things. Take a look. Good steel's worth every cent. There's been not just any family. Ever heard of the Starblood Forge? My family has been the caretaker of it for centuries. It was made not long after the Oblivion Crisis, and next to the old memorial and the hero statue, it's one of the most iconic landmarks in Kvatch. They say it was built atop a well of Daedra's blood, and it's in that well that the weapons are cooled. Some even say that the forge itself is haunted, specifically with the soul of one of my ancestors. Legend has it that when the Daedra invaded, she refused to leave her shop, smithing weapons for the townsfolk until the last man had fallen. That's why only those who share her blood can use the forge, and tradition that the firstborn daughter will be the one to inherit it. That would be me. It's an honor, I suppose. I know. Some people think it's the pressure or the burden of carrying on the family name. But the truth is, it's the clients. It's not like the Skyforge here. If I took over the family business, I would be crafting swords for nobles. These would be decorative art pieces, locked away in display cases, or mounted over their beds. I would be an artist more than a blacksmith. There'd be no blood on my blades, no chinks in my armor. That's not what I want. I want to craft weapons for heroes. I want to forge weapons that will slay tyrants and craft armor that repels dragon fire. May your shield be stout, and your sword steady. Lord, I'm thankful for the room and board, but maybe it's best I stay somewhere else. What if people get the wrong idea?
You'll meet a lot of tongue-wagging gossips in this town. Try not to take them too seriously.
If you work in the forge, remember, it isn't just the hammer that strikes the blade, it's the anvil as well. Hide in fur armor can help camouflage you in the forest, but a true warrior takes his foe head on.
Got something for just about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions.
That armor. How do you even breathe in that thing?
Look around all you want, but don't try anything funny. Well met. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures. Steal anything from my shop and you'll regret it. Don't mind Boland. He's young and gets riled.
I'm not saying the college caused the great collapse, but it's just kind of weird how this place wasn't lit, while the rest of Winterhold was.
Greetings. Well done. What have you learned? That is unfortunate. He was a good mage. Were you able to procure any information at all? then it is not he who failed, but the one who instructed him. Hopefully I have not bungled this endeavor any further. Were you at least able to speak with him? Or did he have any clues on his body? Let me see those. This is precisely what we needed. You have done admirably, as did my assistant in delivering these to you. Now that you are entrenched in this matter, I have no doubt that you are the only one capable of pursuing it to the end. This is far more perilous than the previous job, but I believe you will reward my confidence in you. As you may have guessed, the 5 locations listed are likely secluded areas where the mages can conduct their individual research. 1 mage for each school of magic. To defeat them will require skill and cunning, and an understanding of the strengths and weaknesses of each art. The notes will provide their locations, and you can consult me for any advice regarding their procurement. Do you have any questions before you go? Indeed you must. I will offer any assistance I can. It is a mistake to assume the conjurer hides behind the beasts he summons, for such a mage can conjure a dagger as easily as a Dremora. There are those who conjure Artefakes to support them from the rear, whereas others will conjure bows to lend aid to their armies. When you enter their chamber, take note of the bodies strewn about, as they are weapons hoisted on a rack, to be retrieved at the time of battle. However, like any weapon, they are slaves to the one who wields them, and are as much a tool as they are a foe. An illusionist attacks the mind. He plays the drums of courage and fear to convince both you and the bandits that they are invincible. Illusion can fool your eyes, become your heart's greatest desire, but it cannot fool all the senses, and that is where you will find truth. However, the greatest illusion is not the product of any spell. It is the doubt one has in the efficacy of illusion magic. Do not underestimate the illusion mage. That is my advice to you. The name Destruction implies havoc, and while such magic is capable of immense damage, it is not as inelegant as one might presume. Lightning, ice, and fire, each element has applications beyond the inflicting of pain. A bolt of lightning can disarm a trained mage, sapping him of his magicka. The swiftest runner will find it difficult to wade through briars of ice. Flames will turn your own tunic into a weapon, draining your health as it burns through your skin. To defeat a master of destruction magic, one must use their wards wisely, for there is more than just health one must account for. To know that reality is a falsehood is the essence of alteration magic. While illusion affects only the caster and the target, alteration is to change the very fabric of our world, so that all are affected. Alteration can be used to blind your opponent with mage light, or turn your flesh into steel. It is a magic that prevents stealth, as a mage can detect your presence while cloaking his own. Alteration does not have an offensive spell. What it does is use endurance as a weapon. Whether it be with potions of health, stamina, or magicka, one must be prepared for a long fight. The most infuriating of opponents, for every blow you strike, every spell you cast, is nullified by their unyielding ability to heal. Moreover, when such a mage is surrounded by powerful warriors, their strength grows by leaps and bounds, as all are healed that stand beside him. Such a mage will confine himself into a small area to increase the efficacy of his healing spell. However, this tactic provides an opening. Just as many can be healed, many can be damaged, and the cost of restoration is far greater than destruction. Very well. Return to me if you seek my counsel.
cast a few spells. Am I supposed to be impressed?
I'm glad we're together.
I'll sell just about trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing. Good day.
never tried cooking rabbit stew. I've read recipes, but tasting it, that's another matter. What happened to this place?
Something?
You know, there might be gold somewhere in here.
Yeah.
What do you want, Imperial?
Tolfdir
Yes.
definitely has unconventional.
What do you want?
What do you think?
And here we all are. Shall we step inside? Anything. Anything at all that might be of interest. That's why I adore this location. We have no idea what we're going to find. And if along the way my message about the dangers of magic should happen to sink in for a few students, that would be a happy coincidence. Take a look. All right. Please stay close to me while we're inside. It should be safe, but it's always better to be cautious.
I sure hope Tolfdir knows what he's doing.
Before you even ask, yes, I have an ancestry steeped in magic, and no, I don't want to talk about it. Yes, I know Winterhold used to be full of my kind, and no, I don't care that they're all gone now. Does that cover everything? I've just been asked enough Forgive me. I didn't mean to assume. Not really. Just that it's very, very old.
I was always taught to avoid.
So this must be Sarthal. Decrepit, webbed, and dusty. Just keep your guard up. Just as with
By
any.
the elves in the infamous Night of Tears, not much is known about what happened to Sarthal. This is an exciting opportunity for us to be able to study such an early civilization and the magics they used.
This is exciting, isn't it?
Well, are there any questions before we begin? Ah, yes. Well, why don't you see if you can assist Arniel Gain? He's one of our scholars, here working on cataloging our finds. I expect he'd appreciate some help in locating any additional magical artifacts here in the ruins. Any enchanted items will do. The usefulness of the enchantment is irrelevant. If you find anything, the class can look it over. Now let's see. What shall we have the rest of you do? Brelina, my dear, why don't you search for warding magics? Anything designed to keep people out. Interact with them. Just identify.
Ah, casual wear. Feeling a bit more free now, are we?
I'll be amazed if we find it. He what? You must be one of the new apprentices then. Fine, fine. Just don't make a mess of my work, all right? I've only looked through a portion of this section. You can look around in the chambers just north of here. Try and be careful, all right? We don't want to damage anything. Just round up the rest of the magical artifacts so that I can catalog them. Uh-huh.
What in the world was that racket? Is everything all right? How in the world did that happen? Really? Perhaps the amulet is important somehow. Is there some way you can use it? Look at that. This appears to lead somewhere. Let's see where it goes. Well, this is highly unusual and very interesting. Be sealed off.
Be more careful before you pick up one of those shiny things.
Hold, mage, and listen well. Know that you have set in motion a chain of events that cannot be stopped. Judgment has not been passed, as you had no way of knowing. Judgment will be passed on your actions to come, and how you deal with the dangers ahead of you. This warning is passed to you because the Psijic Order believes in you. You, mage, and you alone, have the potential to prevent disaster. Take great care, and know that the Order is watching.
I swear I felt something rather strange just then. What just happened? I'm afraid I didn't see anything. Can you tell me more about what you saw? The Psijic Order? Are you quite sure about that? That's very odd. And danger ahead? Why, that doesn't make any sense at all. The Psijics have no connection to these ruins, and no one's seen any of their order in a long time. Perhaps we should take a look inside these coffins. Now, please do be careful. Who knows what we're going to find? They were a group of mages with a history that predates the Empire. Very powerful, very secretive. No one's seen them in well over 100 years. They vanished, along with their sanctuary on the Isle of Arteum. I have no idea what connection they'd have to this place. I have no idea, but it's fascinating. Assuming it's true, of course. The Isle of Arteum disappeared over 100 years ago, and no one has seen them since. And yet now, suddenly, they've chosen to contact you. Why, it's intriguing. If nothing else, I'd take it as a compliment. The Pfuscher have only ever dealt with those they feel worthy. Until next time.
To the Pfuscher Order? I've heard of them, even back in my day. I didn't think they'd still be around, especially after I'd heard about what happened to Artea. I wonder why they only spoke to you, too, and not to Tolfdir and I.
This is simply, be prepared to defend yourself. Be prepared to defend yourself. To defend yourself. What are you doing that for? Fascinating. Until next time.
This sort of ruin goes deeper than I thought. If I were a betting woman, I'd say something is either being guarded or trapped here. That usually is the case with these kinds of ruins, right? Weapons up. I sense something. Now that's good team play.
You're looking a bit overloaded there.
You have my back. I'm not someone to be trifled with.
This is simply fascinating.
The Dark Brotherhood does have some sense of order and benevolent conviction.
Well now.
By the blood, what is that?
I never imagined I'd find something like this.
Who's there?
Idea. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. The Archmage needs to be informed immediately. He needs to see this for himself. I don't dare leave this unattended. Can you return to the college and inform Sacrosanct of this discovery? Please, hurry.
Let's head on over to Winterhold and tell the Archmage about this.
What's the plan?
Something the Archmage would know about. Come on, let's move.
nice clothes. Doesn't it feel freely casual? From the looks of this place, it looks like it was once a dwarven city. It's a shame, really. Now it looks so torn down. I would have liked to see cities like this, when they were still normal, at least. Now, their only population consists of these automatons. Really, what happened to the Dwemer? It still puzzles me to this day.